Hello guys, Fraser here, and I'm playing some more Fallout New Vegas. So today we'll be heading to Vault 111 to get the parts we need for the Vault. Well, not the Vault. Hidden Valley, Brotherhood.
I'm sure you'll be fair and equitable, boss.
I didn't tell you to wear it.
I'm sure you'll be
give
fair
it
and
to you.
equitable, boss.
Does jumping at them with my fists count as ranged? Yes! Finally! You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Hold on. Okay then.
I'm sure you'll be fair and equitable, boss.
Let's keep moving, gang. I'll cut back to whenever I arrive at the vault. In we go.
Wow, I'm actually still alive. Who would have guessed?
Security recording vault entrance. Download. Let's see. Four corpses at the front of Vault 11 and a strange recordings pointing to sinister events. Determine what happened to the city since the
Are
Vault
we
11.
really gonna do this? It's open. We could just leave.
I couldn't. Not after that.
We don't deserve to leave. A shining example. That's what it called us. But we were. We did what we were supposed to. Not by a long shot. Anybody would have done what we did.
You ask me? That's exactly the problem. Now let's get on with this.
I'll go first. Wait. People should know what happened. They could learn from it. If there's anyone out there at all, I hope they never have to find out. Ready, Harry? Yeah. No, wait!
They all shot themselves. But why? Man, you didn't need that. Alright.
My cataracts, you only sort of me.
Current Election Guide. Dear fellow Vault Dweller, congratulations! Your dedication to the democratic process is the bedrock upon which the continued stability of Vault 11 is based. Now, to help you make your decision for this Vault selection, this coalition of Vault 11 voting blocks has put together this handy Dweller's official guide to obtaining Overseer's democratically, or DO good. That contains a do good. I'm gonna do some of this. That contains a summary of the leading candidates for Overseer, as well as their statements, key positions, and most importantly, endorsements. Sincerely, Roy Gottlieb, Chairman, Coalition of Vault 11 Voting Blocks, President, Justice Block. Candidate, Henry Glover, endorsements, Utilitarian Block, Divine Will Block, Allied Service Workers Block. I'm a devoted husband and father of 6 beautiful children. My oldest, Sam, was on the honor roll of this quarter, and I couldn't be proud of him. My youngest, Henry Jr., he said his first word, and it was Dada. We've got this bond already. He's still just a baby. Friends, when you go to this policy selection, I want you to think of your own children. I want you to think of Sam and Henry Jr. Picture their faces. Nate Stone should be Overseer, not me. Candidate Don Haley. Endorsements, Human Dignity Block, United Vault Technicians Block. I'm aware of the rumors circulating about me. I want everyone to know that they are vicious lies being spread for the other candidates in a desperate smear campaign. I have never in my life done anything so depraved, let alone 4 such things. But even if I had, that still wouldn't mean you should vote for me. Consider the fact that I am grossly underqualified for the position, and that both of my opponents are far more deserving. I know nothing about governance. You would be hard pressed to find a worse candidate than me. I can promise you my administration would be a disaster. Candidate Nathan Stone, endorsement Justice Block. This is ridiculous. I shouldn't even be a candidate, and I wouldn't be I wouldn't be if it weren't for all the dirty backroom politics going on around here. Sickening. You should all be ashamed. Notice of postman. Fellow citizens, due to the tragic events of the past few days, the Coalition of Vault 11 Voting Blocks has unanimously decided to postpone the election for Overseer pending further investigation into the murders. The security team wishes you to know that they are working tirelessly day and night to find the perpetrator, and are already following up on a number of promising leads. God willing, if the killer is apprehended swiftly, we may have found a promising new candidate for Overseer. Sincerely, Terry Hart, President, Human Dignity. Overseer Order 745, effective immediately. The traditional selection process for Overseer is hereby ended. In lieu of a yearly election, a prior citizen will be chosen 1 month prior to the start of his or her term with or mainframe's random number generator, ensuring complete impartiality and fairness. Catherine Stone, Overseer. Good job, guys.
Get him.
Got my eyes peeled.
If you're looking, boss, because I don't see so.
Oh, shoot.
Got my eyes peeled.
Because I don't see so.
The thing. But I want to continue exploring this place.
Sure, boss. The old man will crawl around the brick.
Alright. You're dead. Something else there.
Trouble.
Prepared speech of Gus Olsen, Ombudsman, for the annual overseer election. Good afternoon. Each year it is the appointed task of the Ombudsman not only to officiate the election, but to chronicle it in hopes that after the last overseer has finished his term, and walked to his death in the chamber beneath his office, the vault has become still. That one day, some excavator from humanity, or perhaps some yet unknown race of super beings, might find our records and accord with them into historical canon. But literally, if it's occurred, that's not really why. I think the real reason we do it is because we want to believe that somewhere in the archives there's an answer to all of this. Or perhaps there will be one when the historical records are completed, the whole story is told. We want it to make sense. To understand why the vault's mainframe will kill us if we do not offer one of our own as a yearly sacrifice. To fully comprehend why we continue to have these elections despite the unfettered corruption that has plagued it for what must be decades by now. There was a simpler time when elections meant shaking hands and kissing babies, but now, with the rise of the voting blocks and the infestation of bribery, drug trafficking, smuggling, and God knows what else, you want to know why? Well, I've been through the archives and I can tell you won't find the answer there. You'll find an account of the first overseer who entered the vault as the only citizen aware of the sacrifices that would have to take place, but he didn't have the answers either. If he did, surely he would have seen the citizens' anger when he broke the news. Surely he would have guessed that they would want to choose a sacrifice democratically, in the way that we citizens are accustomed to washing our hands of terrible deeds, that his name would be at the top of the polls, and that the simultaneous vacancy of the overseer and martyr would forever fuse the two positions here, Vault 11. But he didn't. He had the answers no more than any of us. The records state that after the citizens discovered that the sacrificial's chamber password was his wife Betty's first name, and his door was unsealed so he could be offered as the first sacrifice, he walked down into that room crying like a child. You can only wonder if there are no answers to be found. We are just going along with this because we don't see any other choice. Nevertheless, I still hold on to hope that we can find one. I urge you all to take the journey I took, to remember that it wasn't so long ago that we were ruled by our civility, our dignity, and that those were times when we didn't have to be quite so ashamed. Thank you. From the text of a speech that was given or scheduled to be given in Vault 11, Atrium of the Overseer, Election Day, the terminal password is Betty. Alright. We'll head back up. Up the vault terminal. See what we've got. Alright, we're back. Now. Overseer Order 745. Effective immediately, the traditional selection process for overseer is hereby ended. Oh, we read this. Open sacrificial chamber. Let's go.
Congratulations, Martyr. Your fantastic journey is only just beginning. Please proceed to the light. The light is calming and puts your mind at ease. Go to the light. Welcome. Please sit in the chair. The show is about to begin. Greetings, Martyr, and welcome. If you're here now, it means you've been offered up as a sacrifice so that your vault can continue to thrive. Currently, you may be feeling sad or angry. Perhaps you never got to have grandkids, or to enjoy the pleasures of a fresh cigar. But march with your chin held high, soldier, and remember that each of us has an important role to play. For some people, their role might be to heal the sick. For others, it might mean they will drive a race car or fly a rocket ship. And some of us are meant to forfeit our lives for the good of the people. Sure, it might not be as fun as driving a race car, but it's every bit as important. Let's take a moment to reflect on the moments that made your life worth living. Think about that time you kissed your steady girl for the first time under the bleachers at the big game. Or when you snuck out after curfew to catch that new flick that your parents wouldn't let you see because it was too scary. Boy, were they right. And who could forget when you met the love of your life? What a looker. These are just examples. Do you feel that feeling stirring in your chest as you think of these things? Good. What you are feeling is peace. You've led a great life. Living it has been its own reward. But it is only the beginning. Close your eyes now and imagine what joys await you in the next life. The afterlife. Can you see them? Good.
Not much, Veronica, except for me saving our lives. download immediate response. Override lockdown.
Alright, I know you can hear me, so listen up. There's 5 of us left. 5 out of I don't know how many. So, it's over. We've talked and it's over. We're not gonna send anybody to die anymore. So shut off our water, our gases, or do whatever it is you're programmed to do. But we're done listening to you. Congratulations, citizens of Vault 11. You have made the decision not to sacrifice one of your own. You can walk with your head held high, knowing that your commitment to human life is a shining example to us all. And to make that feeling of pride even sweeter, I have some exciting news. Despite what you were led to believe, the population of Vault 11 is not going to be exterminated for its disobedience. Instead, the mechanism to open the main vault door has now been enabled, and you can come and go at your leisure. But not so fast. Be sure to check with your overseer to find out if it's safe to leave. Here at Vault-Tec, your safety is our #1 priority.
So... they were told that they would all die if they didn't sacrifice somebody. But... it was all lies. They didn't have to kill anybody if they had just never sacrificed somebody in the first place. But they did it. They chose to believe that they would die. They only then decided that, well, maybe we shouldn't. There's only 5 of them left. Who knows how many. Dang. Alrighty. Well, that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, put the notification to the next video. Comment down below if you want tips, suggestions, cards, whatever. Share this with friends. Thanks for enjoying the videos. And yeah, alrighty.